Hello there everyone and welcome back to Green Gourmet. Today we are making focaccia, cheese Italian focaccia. This focaccia comes from a specific part of Italy which is called Recco in Liguria region. It's like a flat focaccia. It's a super creamy, cheesy focaccia. So stay with me and in a minute we'll go in the kitchen to make this together. But before we do that, please subscribe to my channel, like and share with anyone who might be curious and wants to taste a delicious vegan recipe. So first of all, we make the dough. All the ingredients are here below in the description. As you can see, it's very simple ingredients. It's flour, water, it's extra virgin olive oil, which is absolutely important. So please make sure that you use that. And you put them all in a bowl. And then you start mixing the ingredients together with a spoon. This is a very simple focaccia to make. It doesn't require a very long raising time. It doesn't require raising time at all, but it does require a little bit of manual work. So let's put our hands in the dough and start bringing all the ingredients together. Once we've done that, we move to the kitchen counter and we start doing a little bit of kneading of our focaccia dough. Just flip it around and knead it as you would normally do with any other focaccia dough or bread dough, just to make sure that all the ingredients are nicely combined and that you form that gluten which we really need in any type of bread or focaccia dough. And you just keep working it with your hands. It's not going to take very long, but I would say that if you do it for like 10 minutes, it's going to be perfect. And this is what it's going to look like. It's as nice, as smooth, and you actually take it and you leave it aside for a few minutes. And after a few minutes beauty sleep, it's ready for us to make our focaccia. And you've got to split the dough into two pieces, a bottom one and an upper one. The bottom one has got to be slightly bigger than the upper one because the upper one is only to seal, while the bottom one is the one that's got to keep all our cheese inside and make sure that it doesn't go out while we're baking. And at this point, I actually start rolling it out with a rolling pin. You can actually do it with your hands, but I think that with the rolling pin, it's much better. It takes less time and it's going to be so much easier, because the idea here is that the dough has to be extremely thin, like very, very thin. You're probably aiming for 1 millimeter final thickness of the dough. So just keep rolling and rolling and rolling until it becomes very, very, very thin. So this is the secret to the Italian cheese focaccia, or Focaccia di Recco, as we call it in Italy. It's extremely thin. You just keep rolling it out until it's very, very thin. And as you can see, it's very simple because the dough is very easy to work and roll out with your rolling pin. And then you put it in an oven tray. And this is what it's going to look like. It has to fit the oven tray perfectly. And then you put all your stracchino cheese inside. Now, I am using vegan stracchino. You can actually use any kind of a vegan soft cheese that resembles stracchino. It has to be soft. It has to be something that you can spread around, and it normally is slightly salty but also tangy. This is the characteristic of stracchino. And here there are two schools of thoughts in Italy for the cheese in the Focaccia di Recco. There are some people who actually just put dollops of cheese here and there. And then there is my way, where I spread the cheese on the entire surface of the dough. You can actually do the one that you prefer. I prefer it much better like this because at least I'm sure that the cheese goes everywhere. And then we move on to the second part of the dough that we left sitting aside for our upper part that seals the Focaccia di Recco. And basically, you got to do exactly the same thing that you did with the bottom part of the dough, and basically keep rolling and rolling and rolling with your rolling pin until it becomes extremely thin and just about the right size to cover the cheese that we spread over the other part of the focaccia dough that's already sitting in our oven tray. So once you've spread it out very nicely and the measure is right to fit on top, you just put it on top and you start folding in all the sides to seal it, and then use a pair of scissors to help you make some cuts here and there in the focaccia, and then open them a little bit with your fingers. This is absolutely crucial because otherwise the upper part of the focaccia is going to become like a balloon, and this is not what you want from the focaccia di Recco. You actually want it to be nice, flat and crispy. Now I only put a little bit of olive oil on top. The other school of thought again for the focaccia di Recco is to mix some olive oil with a little bit of water. So basically it's 1 spoon of olive oil and half a spoon of water, and then salt, and you spread it over the focaccia. I actually prefer the olive oil only because it leaves it slightly crispier and crunchier. If you want to have a softer focaccia di Recco, then probably you want to go the way of the olive oil with the water. As you can see, this is the final result. If you squeeze it, the cheese comes out. And as I said, I actually only do it with the extra virgin olive oil on top because I like it to be slightly crunchy when I put my teeth in it. I think that it's absolutely delicious and it's totally cheesy and al bacio. If you don't try it, you're missing out. I hope you like this recipe and let me know what you think about it. And if I did leave you longing for more, subscribe to my channel, Green Gourmet. And thank you very much. See you very soon on Green Gourmet for another recipe, another adventure, and a new video. Bye for now.